wonderful, fantastic, lurid, macabre. These are the stories of my life. Improbable though they may appear, it must be understood that each reminiscence is rooted in fact. Some of these tales will amaze you, some may shock you, some may even horrify you. The truth is stranger than fiction, so prepare a handsome repast and proceed with caution. Welcome to another Snack and a Story with yours truly. This time I had a couple different ideas for possible stories to tell. I suppose I'll go ahead and tell another one about a friend who's unfortunately no longer a friend. I did that last time, well not last time, I did that a couple months back, and now I'm going to do it again. So, this time I have with me, you can see that, it's a sandwich from Jimmy John's, which is our favourite sandwich place. And basically, it is a, I don't know if you can see it, but it is a bootlegger, which is my usual that I get from there. Roast beef and turkey. So anyway, on with the story. Back in, I suppose, about second grade, I knew this girl who, we were kind of on and off friends, really. We either got along or we didn't. I don't know, it was strange. It was a strange type of relationship. But somehow, ultimately, we decided to become friends and have been so for many years at that point. And eventually, the other friend who I've mentioned, Mary Brothers 2488, came along into our circle and such, and we had a grand old time and all that. Now this girl, I actually went over to her house a couple times, and she was real into Michael Jackson. In fact, she was the one who introduced me to, who first showed me the Thriller music video, of which I was terrified at the time. So, and various other things too. But it was quite evident that something was wrong with her, mentally. I don't know what it was, but I'll get to it. So, her, Mary Brothers 2488 and I, oh, my hand looks quite big there. We were friends, had lunch together and everything like that. And even started carpooling together in like middle school and such. And there was this one time where we sort of like playing this game where you spot a Volkswagen and, you say whichever color it is and then you slug the other person. I don't know, it's kind of a strange little game there. But between the both of us, we didn't quite know who was the first to spot it. She says that she was, and I said that I was as well. And then we started to quarrel and such. That was the first quarrel, real big quarrel, really. And she did have a temper on her. It was quite evident that she had a temper on her, because less and less often did she show up to school. But when she did, we socialized with her and everything and all that, and she tried her best to be of a placid disposition, usually to some avail. However, as the final nail in the coffin, we were all at lunch one day with this other friend, this other boy, who kind of just was like, not really even the third wheel, but on the fourth wheel, and kind of just became part of our group, strangely, or involuntarily. But he had a friend who was a Canadian, and he was very proud to be a Canadian and all of that type of thing. He would always express the fact, but it's neither here nor there. But this Canadian did not get on well with this girl, and in fact would often ridicule her and such. I can't quite remember on what, but one day it just got to the point where there we were, all sat together for lunch, minding our own business, and then here comes the Canadian. And I really can't remember what happened, because I kind of blocked it out of my memory. But she became so enraged that she took her folder. Let me see if I can pantomime this with Dracula here. She took her folder in her hands and almost beat him over the head with it. And we all tried to break up the fight and such. And eventually both of them just ran off, and incidentally after that she became homeschooled for a whole year, and we never saw her until high school, when, she was there for like a couple of days and then was never seen again. And sometimes I do wonder how she is, because really I feel somewhat responsible, because I was really the first to sort of insinuate her kind of anger. I don't know if I could ever be reconciled, but I did hear that she received the equivalent of a diploma online, which is good. She's actually volunteered in a couple different places, but quit out of, I don't know, anger or whatever. But I still feel somewhat responsible for that day and for her diminished state, and very much would like maybe one last time to just apologize to her about how wrong I'd been to her and all that, and because really there's quite a bit of unfinished business here or there. But anyway, that was a story. I'm kind of a little depressed now because of the subject matter, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. This is, I guess, Dead End Friends Part 2, because Part 1 concerned Mario Brothers 2488, and this concerns that girl. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of this sandwich, and have a good day.